Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks so much for being here, for being subscribed if you are. If you're not, go ahead and hit that button. And if you're listening to this on YouTube while you're at it, hit that like button. It's like walking into the room and hitting that light switch. We just want to go ahead and brighten up the place. So let's get into this conversation/reality chat. All right, guys. I don't know if you caught the most recent episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Not much to miss, to be honest with you, but one of the scenes which they were promoting a lot before the season even began and leading up to that episode was this so-called OG dinner, which had the likes of Sheree, Changing Faces Whitfield, Deshaun Snow, Lisa Wu, formerly Lisa Wu Hartwell, and as we all know, kimzolciakbiermann, then Kim Zolciak, and now she's kimzolciakbiermann again because they called off the divorce. Now, listen, all four of these people were on the first season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Pretty much, who cares? I get it. They started on the first episode ever of the first season, not even just the first episode, but the first season ever of Real Housewives of Atlanta, but that doesn't give them relevance, you know. Sheree, she has been back and forth so many times. She's like a freaking boomerang on this show. Lisa Wu, she was on for a few seasons and then she got fired. Deshaun Snow, she was on for one season. She didn't really say a whole lot when she was on that first season, and she definitely didn't say much on this episode. And listen, that's probably who she is, so I don't have a problem with it. Not everyone is made for reality TV. Not everyone is the most loud and boisterous personality. And then you've got Kim Fake Face, who's over here. When she came in, she's just freaking weird. I do not like that chick. I've said it over and over again. I don't like her. I don't like how she treated her parents. I believe a lot of the stuff that she's been experiencing definitely has been karma. And for whatever reason, she seems to continue to get through things. But at some point in time, you got to experience some payback for the evil deeds that you've done. And I believe that she's done a number of them. And it's just a few that we've had the knowledge of and had access to. Because she lives by that lingo of deny, deny, deny. If you saw the episode, you saw her trying to defend her home going into foreclosure, pretty much saying and lying that the home did not go into foreclosure, which it did. The bank put it in foreclosure, but she said, do you think I would put my house in foreclosure? Like, people don't put their houses in foreclosure. They just stop paying the bills, and then the bank finally says, okay, enough is enough. We're foreclosing on this bad boy. So, you know, she's just freaking weird. But there was this scene. I'm going to play a clip that you can listen to because I caught it and I was like, is this really happening right now? So let me play this clip and then I'll continue with my commentary.
Yes, you never used to go on the girls trips with us. And you're going.
All of us girls could use a trip.
Oh.
I want to invite you to Portugal.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. I've actually never been to Spain before.
Who's going?
Marlo. Oh my God, Marlo. I love Marlo.
Drew.
Kenya.
Really? That bitch is still alive.
All right, I don't know if you heard that, but I'm going to play that one more time for you guys, and then I'm going to continue.
Yes, you never used to go on the girls trips with us. And you're going.
All of us girls could use a trip.
Oh.
I want to invite you to Portugal.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. I've actually never been to Spain before.
Who's going?
Marlo. Oh my God, Marlo. I love Marlo.
Drew.
Kenya.
Really? That bitch is still alive.
All right, so first and foremost, if you heard, Sheree is saying that she is wanting the girls to go on a girl trip, so she's inviting people to Portugal. Like, girl, we know you ain't got no money to take people to Chuck E. Cheese, so whatever. We know that the show pays for these trips, but they always want to make it seem like one of the ladies has orchestrated and facilitated the trip, and they're inviting people to come, and they're acting as if they actually handled everything. Well, we know that they didn't. But anyway, I caught that, and I was like, okay, whatever. We're just using Sheree this season to act like she's the one that is inviting people on the trips, and she's paying for their flights and paying for the resorts or the rooms or the Airbnbs or wherever they're going to be staying. But she, I guess, is trying to invite these OG ladies to come on the trip, and Kim, being who she's being, this entitled, you know what, she wants to know who is going on the trip. So Sheree, she starts to name some of the people. Now, the first thing that caught my ear was the fact that when Sheree said Marlo, Kim's like, oh my God, I love Marlo. Girl, like, I can remember when, as many people don't like Marlo, I was here for her when she read Kim, because she was trying to call Marlo loose. And then Marlo, she had a response for Kim on that reunion stage. And she said, listen, the next time you call me a whore and you talk about the hole between my legs, measure yours. That, for me, was drop the mic classic. Because, yeah, like, who in the world is Kim to talk about anybody and how many people that they've been with, when you've practically lived your adult life off of what you have in between your legs to make you the money and to live the lifestyle that you've been able to live up until, you know, the struggle situation that you've been in for the past several years with your unemployed husband and your lack of a reality show at this point. And she's trying to get back on. So that's why she wanted to roll into the scene and act boisterous. You know, Lisa and Deshaun, they just come into the restaurant, they greet Sheree, and they sit down at the table. Kim was the only one that had to be extremely extra. If you looked around and you saw the other people in the restaurant, they were looking at her like, what is wrong with this chick? These are all people who are just dining at this restaurant, just regular, everyday people. And then they got this chick coming in here acting like that. And it's just like, okay, we get it. You're trying to solidify your spot back on the show. And ironically, they announced that she and Kroy were going to try to work things out for the sake of the kids right before this episode aired. And they knew that this episode was going to be coming on. So do we think this is a coincidence? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. But listen, guys, when Kim responded to Sheree saying that Kenya was coming on the trip, she has this look of disgust on her face, and she says, ugh, that bee is still alive. You know, so Kenya, she didn't take too kindly to that. So she responded to it on Twitter, and she said, this comment is truly evil. I'm not at Kim Zolciak. So she tagged her on Twitter. I'm not an at Kim Zolciak fan, but I never kicked her when she was ... Sorry, capital is down. Learning of her divorce, foreclosure, repossessions, gambling accusations, unfit mom claims, and canceled show. Now begging at bravotv and producers to come back to #RHOA. That's it. That's exactly what is going on right now. Because Kenya, she made that tweet in response to someone on Twitter that tagged her in that clip from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And it's absolutely true. Kenya called it years ago when Sheree had her chateau warming, whatever she called it, and Kenya and Kim got into it. And Kenya mentioned to Kim, like, your husband is unemployed right now. Like, worry about that. And of course, at that time, Kim is bragging about how much money they have and how much money he made and this and that and the other. I'm married. You want to be married. I have babies. You want to have a baby. Like, Kim is just disgusting. I don't know if she's going to be on any more episodes of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know if she's going to be going on this trip. she tends to be the type that would turn down going on these trips. We remember the infamous, "Where is your scooter?" line that Nene said when Kim was supposed to be going on the trip with them when they were going somewhere. I can't remember exactly where they went. And she backed out at the last minute, and she claimed that she had all of these health conditions that prevented her from going. And Nene just started going down the line of everything that Kim has alleged to have, or things that she is just alleging that she had. And she was just like tired of it at that point. And I agreed with her. But yeah, there was no need for that. Like, for her to say that, she really is, in my personal opinion, she's mad that a number of the things that Kenya did say to her have actually transpired. And she called it. So that's why Kenya just went down the list of saying, "I never kicked her when she was, sorry, is down, learning of her divorce, foreclosure, repossessions, gambling accusations, unfit mom claims, and canceled show." Like, she was just going down the line. And there's nothing that she said that was a lie. So I just really found it comical. I thought that it was funny that Kenya had time in her schedule to mention her, tag her. We'll see if Kim says anything back at her. Not that I really care. But anyway, guys, you let me know your thoughts about this OG dinner, what Kim said and what Kenya did say on Twitter, tagging her in response, because I was here for it. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you liking and subscribing. I'm Beth. I'm just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I just wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.